You'll be one to change the world, so know your self-worth. Know your self-worth. I had to take a little week off for myself. Work is crazy because people got to eat. I understand that. People like going out to restaurants, and we're not going to talk about none of this coffee venereal disease. Not today, not no day. We will, but not today. Today we're gonna have some fun. The purpose of our name is Beyond Borders. We go beyond what you may think a regular podcast is, and that also means we might be talking to people that aren't necessarily in our vicinity. So I went back to LA. I like Biggie. That wasn't smart, but he's the man. Because I'm from New York, and I have to say that, or I can't go back there no more. But y'all know why I can't go back there, but we're going to talk about that on another day. But I've been following this brother for a while. His lives, y'all should check out. We'll make sure to give you the name, and we're going to spell it out for y'all because, a lot of people, they have different ways of spelling words. So we're going to help y'all out. But you want some cool game, you want to listen to some game, you go over here. So I'm with Uncle Dolomite of the Too Much Game podcast. Now, if y'all can't spell them 4 words, I don't know what to do with you. You need to figure out life. Do like Malcolm did. Take the dictionary and copy that A word and know the meaning. But I'm going to let the brother introduce himself, and then we're going to start.
Good evening, motherfuckers and motherfuckers. I'm Uncle Dolomite of the Too Much Game podcast, spelled T-O-O, not the number 2.
Just had to make sure.
Nothing necessary.
Yes, sir. We just had to make sure Black people understood this. And the people in India that listen, we have like 4 different versions of 2 down here. So we just got to make sure. All right, let's get into it. So let's get a little backstory on Uncle Dolomite. How did you get that name? I know you're from the West. Y'all like the area code bang. We know this, but we're going to talk about that a little later. But let's tell everybody how you came into fruition and how the Too Much Game podcast came into fruition while I sip this apple juice.
Okay, well, the thing is, the name Dolomite I got in high school. From basically, number one, I enjoyed the movie. If anybody knows about the movie Dolomite, it's like one of the first Black independent films, which was something I learned kind of late, honestly. I just thought it was a real funny movie because of how badly it was made. So like, I watched the movie a lot in high school, and my teacher, I brought the motherfucker to school. We watched it at school, and he was like, "This is you. All you do is talk shit and fuck with bitches all day. This is you. This is why you like the movie so much." And the name just stuck. They've been calling me Dolomite shit since probably like 11th grade. The uncle came late. I was calling myself Young Dolomite because, I ain't want to walk around with a whole nother motherfucking name. So I'm the young version of Dolomite. But now that I'm older, I got gray hair in my beard. I'm not young no more. So now I'm Uncle. So that was how that came about. The Too Much Game podcast, I used to make videos on Snapchat all the time. Like basically talking shit, complaining about little bullshit I see in society, bullshit I see on my timeline, women doing dizzy shit, dudes doing dizzy shit, and basically just giving them game on how to correct the ways that they was going. The dude who produced my podcast, the super producer Ben Ready, he basically approached me like, "You should do a podcast." And I had been wanting to do one for a long time, but just as well as me, years ago, you needed like a whole studio to do a podcast. Nowadays, all you need is a phone. So he had the equipment, I had the game, and we started the show.
It is. And yes, folks, y'all heard the disclaimer at the beginning of the show, and then you done heard it here. We gonna be using a lot of offensive language. So ladies, if you're a little sensitive, you need to go somewhere else. Fellas, if you're a little sensitive, you need to go do some push-ups and start getting sensitive and cut out at the soy. Cut down the soy. I'm trying to do that as well. But we're gonna talk real over here. You know how we do. We speak real. So we're gonna start getting real. I've had people from LA on the show. I need another LA perspective. How is LA out there?
LA is, it's almost like it's turning back into the old LA. Gang banging is ramping up again. I'm not completely sure why, but niggas back getting shot. We just had a rapper get shot. He lived though. Frosty the Snowman, probably 2 or 3 weeks ago, even though it was kind of expected with a dude like that. Just like how, y'all out there on the East Coast know, like certain people who can't lead a neighborhood, can't lead a lifestyle alone, it ended up catching up to him. So like with him, it was kind of like the same situation. Not like a Nipsey, not to that degree, but at the same time, like, when you're a high profile individual, you become a large target. So, what happened. But as far as LA in general, it's just like any city. And you in the right area, it's lovely. Palm trees and all that you see on TV. But you come south of the 10 freeway, boys in the hood.
All right. That's for all y'all who plan to go to LA before they get crazy.
Stay north of the 10 and west of the 405, you be all right.
Okay.
Anything else, take a chaperone with you.
I was gonna say take the AK, but nah, can't do that in LA. You go away for about 20 years.
Yeah, exactly. Our gun laws, and it's funny because a lot of people, they think because it be so much shooting that the gun laws is real loose like it is in the South. It's not. Our shit tight like it is in New York. Like we got some strict ass gun laws. Niggas just don't care.
Yeah. The Black community. We'll talk about the Black community later. Let's get let's start talking about the Black community, but the real heavy stuff we're gonna save for later because I want to get all the fun out the way first. Okay. I've watched a lot of your lives. I've seen a lot of your posts, your YouTube. I think you got a vendetta against Kevin Samuels. I'm thinking that.
Not at all.
There it is. See, I only said that because I know I got a lot of women listening and they were hoping that somebody would say, yo, Kevin Samuels is a joke and all that. They need a man to co-sign it so they can keep talking. Because they get mad when I shout him out. I don't agree on everything, but I got to shout him out when he right. So how is your views of Kevin Samuels? Just for the record.
And that dude is a hero and a legend. He says what needs to be said.
Lord, Jesus heard you. My thing just fell down.
And I got immense respect for that dude. A lot of people try to tear him down, and they try to like say shit like, "Oh, he's gay and he's been divorced and all this." But it's like no matter what his background is, that don't make what he say no less true.
Sorry.
Just like you said, I don't know. Nobody agrees with 100% of what nobody says, but that don't make what he says that is true any less true. He speaks a whole lot of truth. Whether or not people want to accept it, don't mean it's not true.
Exactly. And listen, folks, it's okay not to agree with somebody, but when y'all go left with the stuff, that's when I got a problem, and that's when y'all start getting roasted. Y'all were like, oh, the chicks be going on there and they subject themselves to that's their prerogative. Let them go. They were like, we need to stop our sisters from going on there. You ain't gonna stop somebody from doing something they want to do. Ain't gonna happen. You can show them the pros and cons all day. If they want to still do it, they still want to do it. Gotta let them fly.
And at the end of the day, it's entertainment.
Exactly. That's all it is. Nobody's sitting there saying, I swear by Kevin Samuel. I mean, he did have a viral post where this woman says she listened to that man and she got engaged. Okay. That's a rare 1 in a million chance. Ain't gonna happen like that. At the end of the day, you gotta do it yourself. You gotta put in that work. You can't listen to that man and think he gonna change your life. He ain't no pastor. I'm gonna talk about them later. I want to know how because y'all had a. Let's just get into it now. Forget it. I'm not going. Y'all had the preachers of LA down there, and I didn't see too much backlash on it. I have many shows where I've talked about the Black church and how I think they're a failure. How do you feel about the Black church?
I literally pay zero attention to it, honestly. Like I was heavy in the church from about 2017 to like no, not even that late. Like probably like 07 to 09. Like 3 years I was like stomped down heavy in the church. And then I started like doing my own research and shit like that. Cause the funny thing is before I even completely left church, I had like mentally left church to the point where I would just stay home and read my Bible instead of going into church. Just because of the structure and how you just see shit going down. Like, nigga, why are we taking the bus to give money to a nigga in a Bentley? Like it don't make no sense. A lot of the struggles going on in the Black community, these motherfuckers really not helping. Like they make you feel real good and then they send you on your way. They don't really give you nothing of actual value other than something to believe in, which you can believe in some shit without them telling you. You can believe in your damn self. So like I saw this video by Ashra Kwesi called African History versus Biblical Myths. And it was breaking down how a lot of the Bible was basically plagiarized from the Book of the Dead and things of that nature.
Sorry.
And literally, right after I saw that video, I quit church. And from then on, like I would tell people, as far as like Black people who was going to church, because when you see a dude who go to church 4 days a week just completely leave, I was getting calls from church members on the daily. Oh man, you need to come back. You need to come back. You need to come back. And I was like, dude, let's just get off the phone right now. Because if I talk to you for more than an hour, you're going to leave church too. So let me just leave you where you at. If that's what you believe in, I'm going to let you live in your fucking beliefs. But me, I feel like the Black church is almost like a social club. It's just something people do to dress real nice, go hear some good shit and leave. But for the most part, most Black churches ain't really doing nothing positive.
I agree. And I'll tell you why I agree. Because the Black church, when you out there promoting people and promoting yourself and you're not promoting the good of your community, I got a problem with that. When you out here telling folk a commercial message, but then taking their money and not doing any healing, I got a problem with that. And I also got a problem with the fact that the Black church was not active during this whole situation that we got going on right there. They were still doing services, setting up apps and Cash App to take money, but they were not there in the community helping the folk. So that's why I got a problem with it.
It's a social club, dog. It's a business. It's literally a business. Like, and I remember joking about it, even though my wife used to hate that joke, but I used to say, like, man, if our money ever fucked up, I'm just gonna open up a church. I'm gonna stop cussing and start preaching. Because we know it's money in it. Even the smallest church in your neighborhood has been open for 50 years because it's profitable.
And tax-free.
Exactly. So it's a small business that's been running forever and ever and ever. From the smallest to the biggest, it's always money coming in. Long as you got people willing to pay you to make them feel good, I'm like, shit, you need to come listen to a damn podcast. I'm inspirational. I preach a little bit. Pull on up to the Too Much Game podcast. It's free. All I want you to do is buy one of these t-shirts.
And yeah, if y'all don't want to go to church no more, go to church. If y'all don't want to work no more, open up a church and have a funeral home right next door. If you're in the right city, you make millions within the first 2 weeks. Let me stop.
All you need is some good preaching.
And you need some good deacons. So get some ex-cons. That's wrong.
No, find you some pimps.
Yes.
Pimps make the best pastors.
Speaking of pimps, You know, those poverty pimps. That's right. I said it, Mama. If you hear this, this just what it's gonna be. They poverty pimps. But the reason why I brought up the black pastor after Kevin Samuels, I don't know if you heard that Creflo made a sermon about that man a couple weeks ago.
Nah.
Yeah, he basically said that Kevin Samuels is bad for the black community, he's bad for the church, and women that listen to him are basically, he didn't like say they were failures, but he basically said they were weak and he doesn't understand it. And he's even more perturbed because his wife listens to him. And I was like, well, that sounds like a you problem, bro.
The nigga that said he needs a jumbo jet, that one?
Yes,
That Creflo.
yeah, Creflo, the one that said he mad that the white man in Texas got 3 plays, he only got the one, and he need another one.
Yeah, jumbo jet Creflo. Oh,
Yes,
okay.
jumbo jet, $65 million Creflo.
Yeah, and you mad at a nigga in a suit telling women they need to step their fucking game up.
Right. Yes, the same Creflo who got beat up by his wife. And he got arrested. But we're not going to, and we're not going to go there.
And me, I don't judge dudes for that shit, because it's like, you're not supposed to put your hands on a woman. Now, if she's in a position where she's gonna cause you great bodily harm, you have the right to defend yourself. But you know, I ain't mad at it because I wasn't there, so I don't know. If he beat her up, we be calling them all the bitches in the book. So yeah. I ain't even gonna judge him for that. Okay. But dog, I don't really see how no dude, I don't even see how women could be so mad at Kevin Samuels. I know dude too mad at Kevin Samuels, like, oh, he's gay, he's divorced, he has no right to say these things. How you giving relationship advice and you divorced? Like, nigga, you don't know why he got divorced.
Exactly.
You don't know what his dating status is. And again, like I was telling people who was calling him gay, even if he is gay, is he lying though?
No.
That nigga ain't told no lies. He might have some opinions that I might not agree with, but as far as what he says, it seems mostly factual. So I ain't got no problem with it. Creflo, I could point out a million lies he told from the pulpit. So I don't know. I like I said, I don't listen to nothing pastors say. Like, nigga, you driving a Bentley, you in an airplane accepting money from niggas who live in the projects.
Say it again.
Like, I can't get down with that. Like, nigga, you got a fleet of foreign cars and you accepting money from niggas who got an 87 Honda Civic. Like, nah, come on, my nigga. Niggas ride the bus to give you money.
Niggas sitting in traffic out here going to his church on Sunday.
That's what I'm saying. Like, y'all niggas is packing into a stadium to give this nigga all this money.
To be fair, it's not a stadium. I have seen it. It's not a stadium. But it's nice. It's a nice little crop of land. I will give him that.
Yeah, because I was gonna say I know some churches that are literally stadiums.
Your man Joel Osteen, he got his stadium. There's a few out there.
Out here on this side, Pastor Price, he got the Faith Dome, which is also a stadium. You know, rest in peace to him. But you know, these pastors, they got some shit. They doing very well in life off of a lot of people who aren't doing very well.
Churchianity is a great business, is it not?
Yeah, they selling the dream of living like them. It's like you've been in church all these years listening to this man, and you ain't doing no better than you was doing when you first got here. You got 4 or 5 people that'll tell you some good shit that happened to them. And I be telling people all the time, a lot of that shit, you make God halfway. Like, I start doing better after I left church. You know, but a lot of pastors teach you that God is Santa Claus. And if you give me money, he'll give you blessings. And motherfuckers still falling for that shit. It's a terrible fucking thing.
He said, God is like Santa Claus. Mm. You got to market that. That's the next T-shirt right there. God ain't Santa Claus.
Telling me, dog. It's a lot of shit that I'll be, thinking and talking about religiously, but a lot of motherfuckers that I know don't want to hear it because they still in that shit. So a lot of times I just park it out of respect for certain motherfuckers who I'm around in my life. Because they take that shit serious. Me, I almost look at it jokingly, but if that's what keep you from smoking crack, I'll let you keep on believing, because that's literally all some people got is what they believe in. And I tell them all the time, if you believed in yourself, you go 10 times farther.
Yes, sir. I say that too. It's like, listen, I bang on religion a lot, but if that make you move and get you up in the day, go for it. Just don't preach it on me, because then we're gonna get in an argument. We're not gonna be friends anymore. Because I can deconstruct that Bible, and y'all not gonna like what you hear.
Exactly. I'm a pretty convincing person. So it's like, if you want to stay in church, don't come talking to me about it.
Exactly. And I actually offended a Christian woman, Black Christian woman. I told her, listen, you can live by that book all you want, but just know the same people that wrote that book said, yeah, y'all should be quiet when a man is talking. And she was like, where does it say that? So I started giving her the chapters. She looked that thing up and she was like, well, that don't mean nothing. I'm going to interpret it the way I was like, that's fine. Just realize you're going to run into somebody who's going to say, listen, I'm talking, be quiet.
And see, my thing is, I tell them like this: actually read Leviticus. You ain't even got to go to the whole Bible. Just read Leviticus.
Yep.
Did you eat bacon this morning? Because y'all believe everything that the Muslims believe. You ain't supposed to be eating bacon. Oh, you was at Joe's Crab Shack. Oh, you eat lobster. You ain't supposed to be eating shellfish either, right? It's a lot of that shit in that book y'all don't even look at. You go right over them. You go to what.
You go whatever makes you feel good.
Christians only read the parts of the Bible the pastor tell them to read. They only knowledge of the Bible is what the pastor told them he read, and they go off of the pastor's interpretation. So he can literally tell you that shit means whatever he wants you to think it means, and you just gonna hallelujah, drop your money in the bucket and leave feeling good, even though he flim-flams you. Like I said, I stopped going to church after I start reading the Bible for myself. Whenever I see people who strictly go to church all the time, I'm like, you can't be reading the Bible and going to church. That shit don't even make no sense. If you really read the Bible, you wouldn't even go to that motherfucker no more. Exactly. And if you really honestly did real research, you'll realize the letter J wasn't invented in the days that Jesus walk the earth. So when you praying in Jesus' name, you calling him the wrong fucking name. So you ain't even calling the right person.
That's it. Oh God, I'm about to have you come back and we do a Christianity show. I might have to do another one.
Yeah, it's
especially with these Black churches opening back up again, and they doing in-house worship. Oh man, I want to piss him off. Yeah. Maybe this will get to Creflo and he get mad.
Yeah, a lot of motherfuckers don't know Jesus' real name. Yep. And that be the thing. Like you don't really know nothing about Jesus. They telling you all that shit, man, and you don't understand what the fuck they telling you. You just believe in something that this nigga told you because they told you to fuck with them. A lot of Christians, as far as Christians as people, a lot of times I tell them I don't fuck with 99% of y'all because y'all view y'all pastor over God. And how I know that is you'll sin all day, but if your pastor walk up, you'll stop sinning. Yet God can see you all day and you sinning in front of him all day.
Yes, sir.
That shit don't make no fucking sense. Nigga, you'll shut up for the pastor. You'll be cussing the nigga out. The pastor walk up, you'll put your joint away. Yeah, you'll stop all that shit. But God watching you all day and you don't give a fuck. Yeah. God is watching 24/7. You should be good 24/7, but you ain't.
Nah.
Yeah.
Remember what y'all's Ten Commandments said, thou shalt not worship false idols.
Them motherfuckers worship the pastor.
Yes, sir. That's why Pastor Kid look like yours. But we're not gonna have that conversation. Not today. Not today. I want to keep it going. This was
Pastor
fun.
Kids be the biggest freaks.
Man, save that for the next show because we can do a whole show on that. We see the videos, but let's go into your wheelhouse. The women. You got that swag. I'll admit it.
Man.
For those still, what they call them, incels. What else they call them? Beta males. Let's talk to the beta males.
What I call them.
Whatever you want to call them. I'll try to be nice. Beta males. Beta males, come around the campfire. We finna tell you what's going on out here. Let's talk to the beta males.
And it's a lot of beta males that think they alpha males because they're aggressive.
That just makes you a scared alpha. That just makes you a scared beta male.
Yeah, it's a lot of big, strong beta males. It's a lot of beta males that a lot of us don't know is beta males. I look at Jay-Z as a beta male. On some real shit. If you really look at his dynamic when him and Beyonce is around each other, do he really seem alpha to you? And I fuck with Jay-Z. I ain't got nothing negative to say about him.
I ain't really thought about it.
This is a point that I'm making. But if you really look at him and her and how they interact, you be seeing the pictures of them together.
Yeah.
And you see she got that, she be having her chest out. He kind of just follow behind her. Look at their asses on stage. She got that alpha energy. And I ain't saying there's nothing wrong with it, because like on who I call bitch ass niggas, I don't call you a bitch ass nigga because you're a beta male. I call you a bitch ass nigga because you think you're an alpha male and you're really a beta male. Like with me calling the nigga a bitch, it's not because of your disposition, but more putting up a front that you not living by. That's a bitch ass nigga. Like I call niggas who portray this gang life and you really scared to fight and don't want to do nothing violent and don't want to do what comes with that lifestyle. That's a bitch ass nigga. A dude who pop a baby in a woman and don't want to take care of it knowing it's his. That's a bitch ass nigga. Like it's a lot of shit that puts you in the bitch ass nigga category. And it's not allowing your woman to lead your household because some niggas just ain't built like that. And some women are. So I'm not mad at you for that. But nigga, don't think you an alpha male because you'll push a woman around or scream at a woman and you can't even get her to make you nothing to eat. Nigga, you not no fucking alpha male, my nigga. You can't get your woman to go make you a simple fucking sandwich. It ain't nothing alpha about you, my nigga. If you scared to ask a woman for some pussy, you not no alpha male. You gotta try to trick a woman. If you ever ask a woman, come to the house, all I want to do is give you a massage, and you try to slide your dick in, you a bitch ass nigga. You a baby man.
Yeah, that coercion BS ain't gonna work out here, bro. Y'all gotta be direct.
Yeah, if you afraid to ask a woman for exactly what you want, that's bitch nigga energy. That's some beta bullshit. And again, I'm not shitting on beta males. There's nothing wrong with an actual cool, laid back dude who will let a woman drive the car while he's sitting in the passenger seat. But my nigga, don't tell a woman you got a car and then when she pull up, you got to get in her passenger seat because your shit in the shop this week. You a bitch ass nigga. Lying to women for no fucking reason is bitch ass nigga energy. Especially when she ain't your girl. You should never lie to a woman that ain't your motherfucking woman. Yeah.
How many beta males y'all got out there?
Man, y'all niggas need role models. Y'all need fathers. Y'all niggas need to listen to the Too Much Game podcast on repeat. Just sit there all day and listen to that shit. Listen to Kevin Samuels. And don't get butt hurt because that nigga be exercising some of y'all demons too. That's another thing a lot of motherfuckers don't really give Kevin Samuels credit for. He'll get in a nigga ass just as quick as he'll get in a woman's ass.
Yes, sir.
That nigga straight across the board. So shout out to him. But you bitch ass niggas, it's the motherfuckers y'all should be listening to.
You ain't
And
lying
it
about
ain't
that.
Drake.
This nigga said Drake.
Or what's his name? Justin LeBoy. You know, that's like y'all, that's bitch nigga Jesus right there.
Damn. You know what's funny? I don't see too many dudes like retweeting his stuff. There's always ladies. I look at it, I'm like, this is like common sense, but y'all gravitate towards this. But when Kevin does it, y'all get mad.
But the thing is, a lot of what he say it's whole nigga shit. Like that's that, and I tell women that shit. Like if you are following Justin LeBoy, you gonna be single for a long fucking time.
Wait, you gotta explain this dude to me because I don't follow him. I've seen the post, but like, who is this nigga?
Shit. Most of what I see in this post is like, if you really like a girl, why haven't you sent her money today? Type shit. Like, nigga, what? You know, like it's sucker shit. I don't really see a lot of it because I've told people I got him blocked. So you can't even send me his post no more because I blocked his page. I got a couple celebrities who once people send me they shit and I'm annoyed too much, I just block them. So when you send it to me, it's just an empty, unavailable post. But I think the post that made me block him was remember when Drake rented out that stadium for that little basketball player's mom?
Mm-hmm.
The nigga Justin LeBoy tweeted, Drake set the tone, $10,000 dates with like fire emojis. And I'm like, nigga, I'm not going above $200 for somebody who I ain't put my dick in yet. Period.
Mm-hmm.
You not getting no crazy $10,000 date, and we ain't established that we fucking and sucking. There's no fucking way. But Justin LeBoy is flying the flag of trick ass niggas. I'm cool. I can't relate. I don't subscribe. I'm not fucking with it. I don't like the message.
Wait a minute. Okay, I just looked up something real quick. This man a day ago put up a post that said, "You ever went through a man's phone and he was just thirsty as F?" Why are you going through it? Okay, ladies, this is gonna be my little contribution to the game right here. Stop going through a man's phone. You're gonna get your feelings hurt.
Once you decide to go through a man's phone, just leave. Skip the step.
Exactly. Just go because you're gonna find some stuff in there you ain't gonna like.
Yeah. A search for something you don't want to find is 100% successful.
Right. I don't get why would you do that? Y'all dudes gotta stop opening your phone to these females. Don't do it. Unless he give it to you, leave it alone. All them videos y'all putting up talking about you're trying to get his fingerprint when he is asleep, or you trying to open his eye to get his face ID. I need to cut that out.
Make your password your great grandmother's birthday. Don't
be giving out that kind of game now. You know the chick's gonna try.
Man, don't even do no fingerprint or no eyeball, nigga. Make that shit a password that she gonna have to literally waterboard you to get up out of it.
Or get another phone that she don't know about.
Yeah, exactly. Make that shit your third grade teacher's middle name.
Yes, sir.
Don't make that shit some shit so random she'll never guess it. Don't make it your birthday, not your mama's name, not your dog name,
and stop putting stuff on y'all's iCloud. Please go through your iCloud every week and delete shit. Yeah. These chicks can't break into your iCloud.
Man, nigga, your ass would be texting somebody and she be watching your text conversation on a laptop.
Fact. This is why I like Android, because you can lock folders. I mean, I have both, but at least with Android, you can lock the folder. With iPhone, all you can do is just hide the album.
Shout out to the secure folder.
What's that?
Shout out to the secure folder on Android.
Yes, sir.
Nigga.
I had so much stuff.
Folder, nigga, she 007. Either she 007 or you stupid as a motherfucker.
Facts. Dude, it's not,
Yeah.
fellas, it ain't a game out here anymore.
Nah,
Cause
nigga.
we finna talk, we about to go into a subject that I need every man to listen to both of us on this. Cause I said this on the podcast as well in regards to the career field, but this is gonna be very important, but I'm gonna let him finish before I get into it. It'll be the last thing we talk about.
Nigga. Whenever you doing dirt, nigga, don't go high tech. Go as low tech as possible.
Mhm.
You want to talk to your side chick? Talk to her on MySpace or Black Planet. Don't even do Instagram.
Oh
Hit-
wow.
Hit her ass up on
Telegram.
Yeah.
On Telegram.
Nah, not Telegram. Cause you can access as long as the motherfucker got your phone number, they can access your Telegram from any device. Don't use Telegram.
Okay.
Like I said, you gotta go as low tech as possible.
You gonna make a nigga go buy a sidekick again.
Nigga, that's what I'm saying. Nigga, you better get a WhatsApp. You better find an app that ain't nobody fucking with. Nigga, go get a
Go to Fiverr. Go to Fiverr and message each other on.
Yeah. Go get you a little secret profile on Plenty of Fish or some shit.
Yeah. But check this out, folks. All right, before we go, we gotta be we're going a little serious, but we're gonna make it fun. So y'all heard me from the Civil War show that I've done on YouTube, all the way to when I was talking about what's going on in the world right now in regards to the job market. And I said that a lot of y'all BS'd last year, not taking this thing seriously, not building up your status. And now that these jobs are opening back up, either y'all don't want to work or y'all gonna go in there and get your feelings hurt. Because you know they're not trying to hire us. They trying to cripple us. And I also made a point to tell y'all that sexual harassment piece ain't gonna work no more. The price of the, I'm sorry, ladies, but the price of the pussy got regulated during this coffee venereal disease. Which is why you're starting to hear people talking about, oh, what do you bring to the table? I hate that question so much. I have an answer for it. I just tell them I'm just gonna take my table and go somewhere else. I don't give a damn about what you can do. I already got mine. But back to the price of the pussy being regulated. Ladies, y'all better figure out a balance. Because if you don't figure out this balance, all you're gonna have is your cats and your way of trying to find the couch to sleep on tomorrow. Because dudes out here ain't playing anymore. They got exposed. Everybody got exposed. If you weren't doing well before this hit, you ain't gonna do well after this is done. And I need y'all to really understand this. Ladies and beta males, y'all need to step your game up. I'm sorry, whoever get offended by it, I don't care. This is from a married man. Luckily, we were good. We didn't have to dip in the savings. We basically used the white man to pay our debts off. So shout out to him. But what say you on the price of the pussy getting regulated?
The numbers don't lie, basically. We realizing that good motherfuckers is out here rare. So now men are realizing we are the prize. And a lot of the shit that women have been doing, they've been pulling their own skirt up. Like they've been showing their hand. Like what was that? It was the for the dick challenge. It was who was that? Was that Jasmine Sullivan that had posted what's the craziest thing you've ever done for dick?
Yes.
When I was reading through those posts, I was like, yeah, nigga, our price went up.
Mm-hmm.
Every time they do shit like that, our price goes up. Mm-hmm. Whenever I hear a song by Jhené Aiko, our price goes up. Mm-hmm. A lot of the shit they say let us know, like, oh, y'all will jump over the moon for a decent nigga. Oh, nigga, all I need is a job and some decent dick, and y'all willing to fight over me? Hey, man,
Yeah, the price of the dick went up.
The price, yeah, the price went up. So now it's like we ain't got to do all this crazy shit y'all be asking for. Because I'm sure you listen to a lot of female podcasters, and they be, oh, men don't want to do this no more. Men don't want to do this no more because we don't have to. That's the issue. Back in the day, a man, like, just think about music from the 70s. It was 7 niggas singing to a bitch that only one of them was fucking.
Yep.
Like, even in the 90s, it was 4 niggas singing to a bitch one nigga was fucking. Now we got Future in them. So niggas is like, hold on, nigga, it's me. I'm the champ. I'm the king of this motherfucker. That's why, like, I feel sorry for a bitch ass nigga in this area. Cause it's like, nigga, you don't even have to do, you never gotta lie to a woman. All you gotta be is a decent dude, and you can get any woman in the world. But you know, Nick, simps gonna simp no matter what. And women, if I was y'all, I would really just mentally prepare yourself to, instead of asking what can he do for me, ask yourself what can I do for him. You know, what am I offering? What am I bringing to the table? When you asking the nigga what he bringing to the table, you better have an answer to that same question. Because I'm sure nowadays niggas is asking y'all the same shit. What are you doing for me that I can't do for me?
I heard them questions. Some of them videos up there, they was talking about that, and they were like, "Oh, I could cook, clean, take care of the house." He was like, "That's great. I want to know what the intangibles you."
Yeah, and
I want to know. Anybody can say they can cook, clean. You can learn a recipe online and keep that to memory. Anybody can clean. You're not gonna get anything clean, but anybody can clean. You balance a budget, mother. That's what I want.
Nigga, I could stop at Denny's on the way home and keep my house clean without leaving the motherfucker dirty. Most men, we simple creatures. So a lot of times it don't take much to keep a nigga place clean. Cause you know, all we really got is a PlayStation, couple pictures on the wall, coffee table. We ain't got, you know, 600 pair of shoes, 300 outfits, and you know, all type of decor, burnt out candles and shit. You know, so it's easy to keep a nigga apartment clean. You know, all we got to do is keep our clothes and drawers clean. So, you know, cleaning ain't shit. Cooking, we can feed ourselves. You know, even sex, we can get that shit from anywhere. That's like, right. Nigga, are you supportive? Do you know how to shut the fuck up? Can you hold a conversation about some shit that ain't on TV?
Exactly. So, man, will you say that last one?
You know, like, that's a big one. Like, Nick, I don't want to talk about what your girl did at work. Like,
exactly.
what's your?
I'm trying to talk about this politics. That's gonna mess us up if we're not careful.
Man, politics, religion, philosophy. You know, those is my big ones. Like, you know, how do you feel about abortion? You know, like, all type of shit. How you feel about Joe Biden and the stupid ass bullshit him and Kamala? How you feel about them?
Shout out to Kabambi. Where is Kabambi?
Man, how y'all feel about these two motherfuckers tricking everybody into thinking?
But you know what they're gonna tell you, right?
Better choice.
You know what they're gonna tell you, right? At least it ain't Trump.
Some bullshit.
At least it ain't Trump.
Man, Trump was one of the best things to happen to the country in probably the last 20 fucking years, if not 50 years. I love Trump presidency. That shit was amazing. It was incredible. I loved it. It showed who the racist motherfuckers was. It showed who the stupid motherfuckers was. And as much as niggas hate to admit it, nigga, PPP, SBA, EDD.
Talk to them. I tell them that all the time. You Negroes out there, we're not talking about Forex and the stock market until that man walked in.
That was all
y'all said that was some white people shit.
Man, and Trump was one of the only fucking candidates to actually say black people.
What do you gotta lose?
That nigga Obama act like we ain't even fucking
exist. Exactly. But niggas, you gotta remember too, people still putting that man over. Obama still get that love.
Man, that nigga Obama is a motherfucking a checker piece. That nigga's a goddamn pawn.
I know. No.
Like
How come he never got called a coon?
Because he listened to Ludacris.
There it is. And Jay-Z. There it
Yeah,
is.
like the thing was, Obama was swaggy enough to get away with not doing shit.
Mm-hmm.
Like
and he was able to blame the white man.
Yeah, the only thing I'm glad about Obama's presidency is I could say I saw a black man in the White House. That's literally it. He literally didn't do shit for us because look at all this police brutality. I said, nigga, you know Trayvon Martin got killed under Obama, right? You know Mike Brown,
Freddie
Philando
Gray,
Castile, Sandra Bland,
Alton Sterling,
yeah, John Crawford.
Terrence
I'm
Crutcher.
like, nigga, I can name about 50 off the
Oscar
top of my
Grant.
head.
Shout out to Command Me.
Under Obama, I can name a lot. You know, and that's another thing. You know, you talking about Black Lives Matter, but you put the police in the White House.
Say it again, because they don't believe me when I tell them that y'all voted for a cop.
You voted for 2 cops. You voted
for a cop and a lawyer.
And the bitch that was doubling nigga sentences. Like, nigga,
I
are you
still can't understand
serious?
that. But you got to remember, too, who voted for mostly? Black chicks.
Niggas saved the election. And literally, episode 1 of the Too Much Game podcast was politicking. It was all about this shit. I called this shit way before the fucking election even happened. Like, niggas, that was the whole premise of that episode. My first episode number one. Niggas need to get more politically savvy. We need to quit falling for the, ooh, did you see her on the Breakfast Club? Oh,
lying to you niggas. But you know what's funny? Our second episode, I called Command Me. I said she's gonna be y'all's vice president. And people on there were like, yo, you crazy. I was like, okay. And she became y'all's vice president. I said, if y'all not careful, you're gonna put it in there and she gonna screw y'all. And they screwing us right now. But you know, black people don't want to hear that because it says everybody but Trump. I was like, okay. He gonna cancel student debt. Okay, how'd that work? Them Jew bank. Well, I want to put this on YouTube. I can't say that word. The banking system was not going to let Joe Biden write off all that interest money. No way. Wasn't going to happen. So y'all got fed that. And what really made me mad was black folks sat there and listened to that man disparage us and they said it was cool. Especially black women. He said y'all kept the grocery store shelf stocked while putting over them Latinos saying they were the nurses and doctors on the front lines. And y'all let that bypass. But go ahead.
Man, she specifically said out her own mouth, I'm not gonna do nothing that's only gonna benefit black people. Both of them told you niggas directly to your face. They didn't have a goddamn thing for you. Trump kept trying to be like, hey, y'all, I got this school bill for y'all. Hey, black people, I got this little thing. I'm trying to slide y'all niggas some money. Hey, man, I'm at least trying to kick it with Kanye or something. Come on, black people, come fuck with me. You know, because the thing was, he did campaign to racist white people, but he used them. It was a chess move. Nigga, think about how big that voter base is in middle America. And I told niggas, another thing that Trump exposed about black people, he showed black people how afraid they were of white people.
Ooh.
Because you niggas was scared of them red hats.
When you talk to them?
These white boys getting bold. Oh, these white boys getting bold. So
go see them.
Exactly.
You know what's funny? You know what's funny that you said that? I don't know if you saw that. I don't know if they reported it out there, but did you see them white boys in Philly marching through a couple weeks back? Yeah, a bunch of white boys. Now they say they're a Klan offshoot. They was marching through Philly.
Probably the Proud Boys.
Nah, it wasn't Proud Boys. It was this thing called Patriot Front. They found out they were offshoot of the KKK, but whatever. So black people went over there and they were just videotaping the shit. Now they said later that they ran them off, but I'm like, but everybody saw the first video of y'all videotaping them going through. The first video should have been y'all videotaping kicking their ass.
Yeah,
but y'all didn't kick their ass.
I bet you if it was a rival black gang walking through that motherfucker,
All the
It'd
white
been a
boys was
whole
ready.
video.
But look what the white boys did when Black Lives Matter tried to show up in them white towns. They had the Playboy up. They were on the roof with their guns. They was ready. And they made them turn back.
And that's what I'm saying. Like, Trump showed niggas how afraid they was of white people. I've been on podcasts of niggas telling me, oh man, Trump got these white people getting bold. I say, nigga, look, I'm not afraid of a bold chihuahua, dog.
Exactly.
I ain't never been afraid of a bold house cat, my nigga. If you a bitch, you a bitch. Whether you bold or scary, I'ma fuck you up either way. So I'm not afraid of you. Trump said, hey, y'all, hey, country white boys, don't be afraid. And niggas got scared. Nigga, that shit showed how scary niggas was. And I like that too. Said, nigga, y'all niggas be talking all that tough shit around each other, but a motherfucker with a red hat come marching up your street and you don't say shit.
Yeah, y'all get mad and doing viral videos talking about why take that shit off. Y'all won't go smack that shit. Y'all won't go smack that off. But y'all will do it to the Asians. But see, y'all do it to the Asians, and you know the Asians they gonna come after.
They'll do it to niggas.
They'll do it to niggas.
It's a
exactly.
million videos of niggas beating up on niggas, shooting niggas, doing all types of shit to niggas that look like them. But you see that white boy with that red hat on, and all of a sudden,
but y'all won't see them white boys.
Up, don't shoot and all that bitch ass shit. Like, nigga, y'all niggas let Malcolm X down. Whenever a nigga tell me he a Democrat, I say, nigga, if you have anything with Malcolm X on it, burn it.
Burn it.
You a fucking embarrassment.
Or give it to me. I'll use it.
Yeah, you a fucking embarrassment to the memory of Malcolm X, nigga. If you heard the Ballad of the Bullet, any nigga who identified with a party need they ass whooped.
That's a fact. I ain't been affiliated with a party since 2017. I ain't going back.
Yeah,
I'm gonna keep it real independent.
Yeah, probably about 2012. I gave up the Republican Party because from 2006 to about 2012, I was a Republican. And the thing was, everybody hated that shit. But I told him, nigga, again, I was a Christian. I said, nigga, number one, if you a Christian and you a Democrat, you an idiot. You either stupid or ignorant. Either one. Because, nigga, you can't be believing in abortion and all of this other shit that they be pushing, homosexuality, gay marriage, and all that shit, and you supposedly a Christian. Nigga, that shit don't even match. How you voting against, your own
interest?
Yeah, exactly. Like, you want some bullshit. So, nigga, you can't be a fucking Democrat. But Christians, number one, don't read the Bible, and number two, don't give a fuck about politics. It's like, if your pastor didn't say it, you don't give a fuck. Because I tell niggas all the time, when these candidates run in white areas, they run on policy. They telling them, oh, we're going to bring jobs over here, or we going to do this over here. When they run to black people, they run to the Breakfast Club and tell us they favorite hot sauce or they favorite fucking rap song. They don't offer us shit. Like, everybody jumped down Ice Cube throat because he said, I'm going to meet with the Republicans and the Democrats. And the Republicans at least had a sit down with them. The Democrats told them, hey, suck our dick. We'll talk to you after we win. I still ain't heard Ice Cube
in the
White House.
Thank you. Yes, folks, this is your monthly reminder, weekly reminder as well, that Ice Cube still hasn't got his Zoom link invite. But, you niggas keep holding out hope. Maybe he'll talk to him. No, you know when he's going to talk to him? They're going to talk to him 2 weeks before the November midterms. That's when they're going to talk to him.
Exactly.
Because they need that black vote.
When they need them votes. They gonna have a million empty promises for his ass.
They gonna have a nice TV special with Ice Cube looking at Biden.
Yeah, they gonna have a whole bunch of nice empty promises and nothing burgers to feed to us.
Yes, sir. And by the way, I'm on a crusade too. I'm gonna make sure to get the Maxine Waters out of there. That's my whole thing for next year. My politics. Black Caucus gotta go.
Yeah. Because
whoever's up, they got to go.
Shit, ain't never did shit. And I be telling niggas, like, I talk about that shit on my show all the time. I be like, man, I hate to sound like black Republican guy, but it's like the only way I could get through to you niggas is shitting on, what you niggas worship, which is stupid ass bullshit. Like, nigga, if any nigga still worshiping the Democrat Party is like I can't respect your intelligence. When niggas tell me they Democrats, I can't respect your intelligence. Just because number one, obviously information don't fucking matter to you. Because the Democrat Party ain't literally done shit for us ever at no point in history. So what the fuck make you so staunchly a fucking Democrat and them niggas ain't done shit for you?
Yes, sir.
You know. But it's the same with Christianity. Like niggas just be attached to shit because their mama was attached to it. Your mama didn't know no better, so now family tradition is just not knowing better.
What's that saying? If you knew better, you do better.
Yeah, but niggas don't want to know better. Niggas would rather be entertained than educated. That's why we got black entertainment television, but not black education television. Every other culture got a fucking news channel but us.
That is true. And
Like,
and the one cat we did have, y'all ran him out the game. That's Taz Smile.
Yeah, because it's like if you ever go cycling through your bullshit channels on your TV, you see the Mexican channel, and they got like the one where it's like Bienvenidos and fucking Sábado Gigante, and it's all the bitches with the little skirts on. But then they got Telemundo with the news.
Yes,
the Asian channel, same shit. They got the entertainment, they got the music, then they got the fucking news. Us, all we got is entertainment
and bullshit.
Yeah.
And then whoever's doing the news, those are the Republicans, the ones y'all call coons. But y'all don't pay attention to them. And then get mad when they getting all this money for white folk.
Mm-hmm. You know, because the thing is, I get it. There are coons out there.
Yeah.
But even though they coons, they be saying some real shit. I be telling niggas, nigga, yeah, Candace someone's annoying, but if you listen long enough, she be saying some real shit.
Mm-hmm. That's why I still give her praise to this day when she went down to that Revo Summit down here.
Yeah,
knowing that she was gonna get killed. And you can look through that comment section of that video. People were like, yo, we should have just had Killer Mike and Candace Owens talk. Because he actually had a productive conversation. I don't know what the hell T.I. was doing. He was just up there talking. He just wanted to yell at her.
Looking through the fucking thesaurus for big ass words to say.
And he didn't even bring nothing to the table.
He never does. But the thing is, like, I look at T.I. the same way I look at Nas. Niggas think he dope because they don't know what the fuck he talking about. Once a nigga talk over your head, you feel like it must have been some deep shit because I ain't even understanding. That's like if I tell you a complex math problem to start a conversation, you just gonna assume I'm good at math. Even though I probably got the answer wrong, you don't know, so I gotta be right. So he say a lot of words niggas don't understand, so they just assume he's a great communicator, even though he ain't saying shit. It's like Eminem music. He say a lot of fly ass words that rhyme, but he ain't saying shit. But I don't know, dog. Niggas love that shit. Like Candace Owens, yeah, her hair fucked up. You know, yeah, she probably got a white boyfriend and all that.
Well, she married to a white man, has a biracial baby. So, you know, that was another piece of the fuel that the coon haters, they just love that shit. They just wait for that day that white man hook off on them.
Yeah, because I don't deny the fact that she's a coon. I'm just saying she makes good points. A lot of what she say is some bullshit, but it's a lot of truth in that bullshit. It's a lot of shit that she said.
There you go. It said it again. Spell again. All right. I'll figure that out later.
They got to get thumbtacks.
I have to get a frame for it. That's what I really.
Yeah, that too.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna buy a frame tomorrow. I'll go to Dollar Store and get one.
A lot of motherfuckers, man. Once you put black and Republican in the same sentence, niggas stop listening.
I know. Even though we started the Republican Party, but you know.
Yeah, once you say I'm black and conservative, they just automatically think like, oh, you fuck a white girl, son. Like I had homeboys who used to call me Uncle Ruckus back in the day. Because I would tell them, nigga, I wouldn't vote for Obama either time. When Obama ran, I told him, I'm not voting for that motherfucker. Oh, how you gonna say that? Obama black. I say, dog, name one thing he said he was gonna do for us. Name one thing and I'll go vote for his ass.
Fact.
Niggas could name one. What do you like about Obama outside the fact that he black? Name one thing. Niggas cannot do it. Name something that nigga did for black people, not the country, not healthcare, black people specifically.
They really do
Because
nothing. Outside of
yeah,
my brother's keeper, but that even helped out Hispanic people. That's probably the only thing he did.
but that's a lot of that shit. Yeah, it might have helped people of color, but not black people.
Yeah, not
'Cause-
specifically. Yeah,
Yeah.
he didn't do nothing for us.
Exactly.
No,
That's
I
what
tell a
I'm
lie. He did do something. I tell a
With
lie.
that farmer bill.
Oh no, he effed us on that. No, not that. No. Not the farmer bill. He gave us Black Lives Matter.
Oh, so he let niggas get smoked. So we didn't have no choice but to rise up on our goddamn own. So
Mhm.
basically, he did the same shit Trump did. Because that
Exactly.
was all that Trump did. Trump gave us all somebody to unite and hate.
Mhm.
And I told niggas, I wanted them to get 4 more years. I wanted Trump to win bad. I ain't vote for his ass.
I wanted him to win too. Cause I wanted to see because remember that if he got in, the platinum plan goes forward. So it was on that man and on them people that would have been there to make sure we had a plan. So if it would have failed, like if they would have got it, they got the package ready for Congress, and Congress said no, we'd have known who was really against us. So coming up next year, we get all the asses out. But like I said, I'm on this crusade. The Black Caucus gotta die. They got to go. I don't care who don't like it. And again, black folk, I know y'all don't want to hear this. I say this all the time. It wasn't us that got Joe Biden in. I know y'all love to think that. It wasn't us. It was the agents. But, think about it. The agents got $50 million. The agents got a hate crime task force, which means you piss them off or talk a little too loud, they'll call the cops on you, get you killed. What did we get out of this deal? We got people doing commercials saying black people come take this thing so we can get back to normal. So they're blaming us for this. And now they then gave us Hip Hop Month and Hip Hop Day. And the Black Caucus sitting there smiling and holding the book while he's doing it.
Yeah, and the guy got them niggas out there with kente cloths taking
Facts.
the meat, and Kaepernick still ain't playing football.
Well, I got my own thing about Kaepernick, but we talk about that another day.
Man, it's just so much stupid ass bullshit. And I be telling niggas like, nigga, I know you don't want to hear, but you need to hear.
Mm-hmm. Y'all better wake up, boy. In 2022, I'm gonna tell black people this right now. We fail in 2022 and we don't get the right people in there, you might as well give up your right to vote. Because right now, I know y'all don't want to hear this, but we're the fourth voting block in this country right now. They're not even gonna come talk to us in 2024 unless we do something drastic.
But the thing is, look, episode 1 of Too Much Game podcast, I kept telling niggas, don't vote. Don't vote at all. That would have been the statement that we needed to let them motherfuckers know, like, oh damn, without that black vote, we fucked up. And then that would have forced both parties to actually come and offer us something. Just in any motherfucking thing. Like, nigga, any fucking thing. But niggas is so straight up Democrat. The Democrats can say, look, nigga, all we gotta do is go up there and dance. They gonna come to the polls. All we gotta do is
send your strippers and your sorority chicks out there. They'll come.
Yeah, oh yeah. Get your booty to the poll. We gonna throw some hip hop music in the commercial for y'all goofy ass niggas, and y'all gonna come vote for us because we down.
Yep.
Because y'all can relate to us. That was the whole reason Kamala was the running mate, because she's relatable. She auntie. She went through a Howard or some bullshit like that.
Yeah. And what did we get out of it? We got a Vax That Up concert coming down here in Atlanta.
Man, niggas.
Oh, they're using your favorite hip hop artist to push the coffee venereal disease shot. That what they doing.
And souls are selling for cheap. Because I don't know what the fuck made them niggas do that shit. Man, niggas said them concerts ain't hitting no more, nigga. We gotta find a way to get that bag. Them niggas went and took one of our gospel Negro spirituals and turned it into some bullshit.
Mm-hmm. But they wouldn't do that with them other groups. You know they wouldn't do it.
Yeah, exactly. Like you ain't gonna see Billy Ray Cyrus doing no motherfucking commercial for no type of candidate, because only black people value our entertainers over our thought leaders. And again, this is some shit Malcolm X said in the 60s. Like, nigga, how the fuck is Harry Belafonte and Dick Gregory considered to be leaders in the black community? A goddamn comedian, a singer, you know, and he like, nigga, no shade to these niggas, but at the same time, white people ain't got James Dean as a fucking leader in a community. They don't have actors and singers and comedians running shit. But black people, it's like, nigga, we'll let T.I. be the voice of black people. Kanye West, the voice of black people. Like, yeah, you know, and no shot to Jay-Z, but Jay-Z, like rappers, you know, Nipsey Hussle, even though that nigga's above my shoulder. Like, these are the leaders in the black community, entertainers.
The real leaders, they don't get no shine.
Or they'll get killed.
Or they get killed. Brother, I could talk to you all night, but gotta help out of here. But yeah, I appreciate you coming. Work too. Yes, sir. I appreciate you coming on. So just promote yourself. We're gonna get up out of here and, you know, digest all this.
At Uncle Dolomite on Instagram and Twitter. At Too Much Game Podcast on Instagram and Twitter. Linktree, Young Dolomite, YUNGDOLEMITE. I'm on YouTube and all streaming platforms. Just Google Too Much Game Podcast, all my shit'll pop up.
Cool. You know how we give it up. Kick Gravity Beyond, Rose.Go DC, YouTube, Kick Gravity Beyond, Kick Gravity Beyond on IG, and Beyond Borders Podcast on IG. You know, that's how we do it. Come for the laughs and stay for the education. We gonna get up out of here. Take care, stay safe, wear your mask and get your supplies. And just remember, game comes in many forms. You just gotta know when to use it, how to use it. And if you don't, find an OG. Please. We're out.